here we are, day 2 of the week, where really anything is possible at this point. We saw exciting things happen yesterday. We saw Bitcoin and Ethereum break through the ceiling. We saw them both set new cycle highs. BTC actually broke 57K. I think Ethereum broke 3,300. And now we're after some pullbacks, we're still nestled in some nice ranges. You can see Bitcoin sitting in the mid 56K range, Ethereum sitting at about 3,250 at the time of filming this video. So everything is looking great. But although we set new cycle highs in terms of Bitcoin and Ethereum, you may notice something like ADA and most other top alts throughout the space did not set new cycle highs. And there's a specific reason why this is the case. I also want to talk about the fact that we may, in fact, have kind of a delayed fuse when it comes to some of these alts. So let's talk about this first. Bitcoin broke 57K. We came back down. I believe we might have fallen below 56K, but we've kind of nestled into that mid 56 range right now. We're showing good support. We got help overseas last night. So this is great. And we're setting up for what might be a nice explosive day. But when we look at the ADA chart, you can see that we didn't even get back up to this 64 cent level. Now, this isn't because ADA is performing weak or anything like that. You can see this is the case for many alts, AVAX, Solana, some of the ones that have, people have touted lately, ones that have performed extremely well. They did not get back to even their most recent highs. Okay. And the reason why this is taking place is because we're not in phase 3 yet. All right. We talked about the phases yesterday. This is where Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to perform very well, but alts, they're lagging just a little bit. And that's okay. And this leads me to believe that we are going to follow what we've done historically, not from a price standpoint, because Bitcoin guys, we're well above where we should be right now. And theoretically, if we break this alt season door open, I don't even know what's going to happen. I have no idea. Nobody in the market can tell whether we're going to, break above here and get swift rejection down, if we're going to even push higher and break the all-time high before the Bitcoin halving, which would be unprecedented times. Nobody has any idea. But when it comes to alts, they're not quite gaining that dominance versus BTC or Ethereum yet. That time comes typically post-halving. So that's at least remained consistent. Now, do we have a delayed fuse here? Does ADA have more in the tank? Do many alts have more in the tank here? I will say that with BTC getting hit with swift rejection here, there was a big, massive short wall that was set up here at basically between where we're at currently and 57.5. A lot of people continuing still to try to push the market down, which is just insanity to me. There are so many people that lost money from short liquidations. I frankly don't know what people are doing. I have no idea. This is why I don't bet against the market right now. We've seen some massive changes take place over the last 24 hours. Lowest GBTC outflows we've ever seen. We saw the second highest day of inflows when it comes to Fidelity. And I'm talking about institutional money, guys. We saw the third highest day of inflows when it comes to ARK investments. So we're seeing heavy accumulation and throttle down of selling when it comes to institutional money. That's I think, a very big indicator for what we might see here. But now with this delayed fuse, if BTC kind of stalls out here around 57K, we may get something similar to what we saw here from basically February 14th on. This is when BTC first pushed up to the 52K range and started to consolidate and go sideways. Look at what ADA did during that time. Right here is where BTC broke 52K. ADA was down at about 57 cents. And look at the ground that was made up in that time. ADA actually ran about 6%? 10%. I'm sorry. Ran about 10% over the next few days as BTC was consolidating. This is where I opened up some bigger positions over the last few days. If you guys are curious as to what I'm buying and when I'm buying, check out my Patreon. The link is in the description below. I've given some pretty good alpha, and I will say that I bought because I could see that this kind of buildup was happening. BTC had done this before. And now with BTC possibly entering some more sideways trading and consolidation, it's possible that alts may take a step forward here. ADA is going to try to attack 64 cents, hopefully break that. We talked about this value box and what people were going to be doing. We talked about coming and touching the bottom of this, ADA being oversold, and then big money buying and pushing ADA price up. That's where we're at right now. All these things are very consistent with what we've seen. And if Bitcoin continues to show strength and support at these levels, it would not surprise me if this is where alts do gain a bit of ground, gain a little dominance. Remember, we're getting closer to this phase 3. We're getting closer to the area where alts will be taking massive steps forward against BTC and Ethereum. So definitely something to monitor. I'm hoping that this delayed fuse does happen. I'm hoping for some consolidation at these levels. Frankly, I would love to see Bitcoin break this too, but we'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Take care.